Warning. This podcast contains explicit sexual language and should only be listened to at work if you're looking for an excuse to connect with your HR representative. Additionally, all mentions of the word women include cis and trans women. If you are genderqueer, gender fluid, figuring it out, anything in between, and feel like this conversation is also important for you, you are welcome here.
Will you open up with me? These pages, they can feed your innermost desires. Do you feel inspired? Are you getting what you need? Are you coming curiously? A secret safe with me. And here you can simply be yourself. Jayce Reads Romance. Come on in, come on in, come on.
Hi, y'all. This is Jayce. She, they, and you found Jayce Reads Romance, a community dedicated to empowering women about sex and sexuality through the reading of romance novels. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we've had Jayce Reads Romance for 2 years now. We are 2 years old.
That's insane.
Yes, wow.
I'm not saying like 2 years since conception. I mean, 2 years where the public has been able to interact with Jayce Reads Romance, because the inception was much longer and I dragged my feet for a while. But 2 years ago,
Almost died, so there was that too.
You almost died.
Yeah. I was more thinking the gestation of Jayce Reads Romance took a longer than a normal human gestation.
It was like an elephant gestation of Jayce Reads Romance when I said, I have this idea. Because it was also working on like all the other stuff, like the online and the website and the trademarks and the things.
You created branding, which I think is great. Like we can jump into it. I think the branding that you created, the Jayce like image and stuff, like having that set and prepared for any type of project,
so great.
Whether it be a podcast or anything, it's great because now you have a goal, right? You have a path. You know what you're driving.
It was really helpful, I have to say. Like, speaking about the gestation, I'm very grateful for it because there have been a lot of things that have happened over the last 2 years in the bookish space and just in life and blah 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 blah. But having a really strong brand connected to a mission statement, like what was it that I was trying to do here, meant that I could also say no to a lot of like shiny things happening in the book and in the social media space that didn't serve that brand and that mission. And so my thought, if anybody who's thinking of doing anything like this, get clear on what you want to convey to humans, because that is going to help weed out some of the stuff that is trendy but might not align with what you do in general. And that really gives clarity, especially if I'm scrolling on social media and I'm like, ooh, do I want to jump on this trend? Well, does it work for books? Does it work for empowerment? Is it something that I would say or do? It's been really good to have that filter, because sometimes the answer is no. And sometimes the answer is yes, and I'm just too lazy to do it. Like, I never did the very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. Like, I never did that one.
Yeah.
Because
you just did. You just did it right now.
Thank you. Oh, fuck. You're going to make me put it on social media now.
That'll be a clip. Yes. Yeah.
It'll be a clip. That'll be fine.
Thanks.
Michael. I didn't use that sound when it was trending because it didn't resonate with me at the time. Have I seen book people do it? Absolutely. Use it both seriously and ironically. And that's okay. But it also helps a lot with like if you're ever wondering, like, why don't we ever see like Jayce waking up in the morning? Number one, nobody wants to see Jayce waking up in the morning. No one. That's not pleasant. Also, I don't want you with me. I want an hour of silence in the morning to prepare myself mentally to have to human.
Amen.
Do I get an hour in the morning? Never, ever. But if I had my druthers, I would like the idea of putting my phone that close to my face. No, you don't get a day in the life of me because my life is boring. And also, as I've mentioned, there are people in my life who have not consented to being here. And so it's not for public consumption. Just the only days of my life that you are privy to are usually days at a conference. Cause I'm like, oh my God, it's so crazy. Help me. Like that's it. That's all you get.
And that's it. But literally, that's your content. Just screaming into the phone. I like
screaming
that.
Into the
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Whenever you see cute content of me at a book conference, it's usually set to music. The actual inner dialogue, or maybe out loud, that I'm making while filming is or am I the fucking weirdo? Like, am I the weirdo who is documenting this event instead of being present at this event?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is, that's how you know I'm a millennial.
Well, as a content creator, because I guarantee you all content creators have that mindset, right? Like, am I actually here? Am I here, or am I just contenting?
Again, one of the reasons why I'm very grateful that like this community is not about like Jayce's life. Like, I could not imagine all of that shit that people do, which brings us back to the podcast, these wonderful little moments that we curate with intention. And this year has been, we did one of these last year, like what did we learn?
Yeah.
And I don't want to necessarily have the exact same thing, but we tried some new stuff this year. I don't know if it's going to stick, quite honestly, everyone. Like, I don't know if it's the best use of our time and resources as a team, Michael and Sephie. But we've done, like, we created the membership, which included bonus episodes and extended episodes. And we got really intentional about like showing my face on camera from this. Y'all, you don't want to see what those early episodes of me looked like.
They're gone. It was just edited audio. I don't know where the video went. So yeah.
I'm not upset about that. I'm not mad.
Like, for me, I'm not upset about it either.
No, it is a much kinder universe that does not have video evidence of those early episodes as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like we were really intentional this year about branching out and trying new things with them and getting a little weirder. Weirder with what we did. Certainly from my perspective of what do I want to talk about, but how was it for you both? Because I don't know. Did you feel the change?
I always feel the change. Just any change. I did. Hi, this is Michael, the editor, by the way. For those of you who haven't heard my actual voice,
introduce him.
We don't need to introduce. I come in every once in a while. It's okay.
Michael is the one that has all of our like dirty secrets in a file somewhere. All of the not safe for human consumption content is like, I swear he's got a blackmail folder. He's like, and then
never. I would not have created a profile that says just in case.
His blackmail folder is bigger on me because he's had 38 years worth, 36 years worth of it.
Well, no, I'm talking about literal content from this podcast.
I know.
Of like, this clip is just going into the blackmail folder. Like, this clip isn't for public consumption, but what if I sent it to our mother? Like,
fuck.
Well, yeah, some of it might be in a weird folder and I'll send it to Mom at some point.
No!
But I heard it. You'll also hear some too. I have this blooper reel going on, and I just got to tell you, Jayce this time around has made a conscious effort to make noise when she messes up. and there's a lot of okay, Michael, we're gonna do this again. Or
I have those. I think it's because I've been doing so much long form content for YouTube, and they're so long, and it's just me talking into the ether for hours. And I've gotten better at that, but I always put those bloopers at the beginning of my YouTube videos. So like the first thing you see is all of the fuck ups.
That's the best.
I love that. I love that
it's
so much.
It's really funny.
Well, no, I will say, I think you really kind of doubled down in probably like the past, I would say 6 months, maybe the beginning of the year too. But like, I think the past 6 months, you've really like doubled down on what your agenda is or what your mission is for Jayce Reads Romance, and creating an opening up for people to enjoy what they enjoy, but giving them the information from your perspective, right? We got a lot more book clubs, a lot more guests on, and diving into the books themselves, which I really like too. But yeah.
I was really reluctant at the beginning of this to have it be a book club podcast for a lot of reasons, just like discomfort, not knowing if I was going to pick the right book. If the books were going to resonate with, if the book club episodes were going to be fun or too long, because we definitely had long ones. But we had a book I didn't like, and it was fine, and we survived that. We survived the bad book, and but I think also that's like really fun is book clubs and getting to the thing that when we had guests, there were so many who just said like, there was no one I could talk to in my life about these books. There was no one in my life reading these books. And so not only giving people a space to listen to people talk about books maybe the way they want to, but also getting that chance. That was the first time, the most recent Caitlin, there's so many Caitlins. I like the Haleys. I'm collecting people of specific names. But the most recent Caitlin, for the Never List, that was the first time that she and I had ever been able to sit down and talk about books. She and I were texting. We've texted, we've Instagram messaged, and, in the bits and pieces of book events that we both gone to. But it was so nice to just be able to sit and talk through a book, start to finish, and dive in with a friend like that, which I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I did.
You could tell you enjoyed it. Weird. Like being someone that's listened to you a lot in the past 2 years. You could really tell that like there was a moment where you're just like, oh, this feels good. Like this is where I need to go with it. It was really cool to like hear you kind of dive into that.
I was so mad at like author's life. Like, and I think I'm actually planning. Ooh, sneak peek. I'm going to reach out to Devin and Therese again and be like, can we do a what the fuck just happened in this last year?
That would be good, actually, yeah.
Because last year we were so young and optimistic, and the three of us have been such a great group chat of like, the fuck? Like,
well, and you've had a lot of things to say the fuck about. Like,
there's so many, and I feel like we keep the group chat going, but I've also gotten to see both of them, which has been really nice. And I'll see Therese this weekend too. But I'm like, Jesus fuck, I can't. Like all of us have been like, oh my God, did you see what happened? But we were like, last year, were we young and hopeful and optimistic about the world?
No, never.
Like,
oh man,
this year has been rough in more than just the bookish space, but
this year's so rough. I have a dear friend, and she's like, this year needs to fucking stop already. Like 2025.
I feel like I've lived 7 lifetimes. in 10 months.
I'm so over it.
But yeah. I was gonna add, and we kind of talked about this, Jayce, but when we started, you were very adamant on episode length.
The timing. Yeah. Remember when I thought I could talk for like 30 minutes and that's it?
Yeah, no.
Remember when you really wanted this to be a 30-minute episodes?
I did. I was determined that these would be like 30-minute episodes at the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why in that first year, there are so many 2-part episodes.
Yeah.
Because especially with interviews, I would have an interview and it would be like an hour and a half. I'd be like, fuck, what? No. And now we just let them be that long sometimes.
Yeah. But I think
or longer.
Usually they're about an hour. Usually
about an hour. I've been better at reining you in when necessary.
I don't know if you're better at reining me in, but you are better, especially if I'm interviewing someone else, about giving us time checks. I'm also much better at ignoring them.
Yes.
I'm just like,
Yeah, you are.
Like, it's so nice. Like, okay, so like, Sephie, what about it? It's been 55 minutes and we're on question 2 of 8. Who cares?
But I will say, I think that not having that constraint, or at least letting that constraint go, has been much more freeing and has allowed for a lot of really good conversations over the course of the last year.
Yeah. I also think that this year we were much more cognizant of what it takes for all 3 of us to put out the kind of episodes that we want. And the thing about life is gonna life. And 2 years ago, I moved. I don't know if I did share that because I had to redo the whole fucking
your bookshelf.
Yeah. I had to redo all of that. And I was like, no, I can totally record episodes. It's fine. We're fine. We won't need any time off. And I just was not ready for how much that would fuck up my ability to podcast when we normally do. And I was not prepared to plan in that way. And it was so new. I think, I moved in April and we launched October 31st, 2024. I moved in April of 2025. And so I just had no idea how to plan and stock up. And so this year, when I knew that I was going to be doing that massive summer trip, we really did a great job of sitting down early and planning and putting into our calendar that expectation of these 3 weeks are going to be reviews, because at that point we'd had 60, 70 episodes. Like, why can't we repeat one? Why can't we rebroadcast for someone who just found Jayce Reads Romance and, maybe hasn't gone back to the beginning, because 60 episodes is intimidating. It is. And knowing that ahead of time, we started planning for that in April for July. So I think we've just gotten much better. And we started talking in September about how we're going to end the year and both be able to continue to give content, but also take time off. And that does mean working a little bit harder earlier in the year, early in the month. But, doing 2 episodes of recording in a week so that we can take 2 weeks off and not worry about it. Like, that's, how can we fit this into the cadence of our life instead of recording 1 episode every week? How can we better prepare so that I can take time off and you can take time off and we can make adjustments and even deal with the craziness of, technical difficulties but not just like for you in Iowa. When I was in New York, that house is where internet goes to die. Like, it's, none of us can figure it out. No one I destroy things with buttons. That was something that we really made an effort to, especially after that first year, to make sure that what we were doing in the podcast was sustainable for all of us. Like, this isn't a short special. This isn't a 2-week or a 2-month like mini-sode podcast. This is a podcast that can, and I hope goes for years and years and years. And if you're going to have a project like that, especially with content creation, and again, one of the reasons why I'm very, very, I hold that boundary of the content that I create is not my life, is because if you're constantly showing your life in real time, then you don't ever get to keep things private or take breaks from social media and keep the momentum. And so part of the reason why I'm not the kind of person who posts 8 times a day, like what I ate for breakfast and what I wore, and like you don't get to watch me. I don't even know if people would want to watch me doing my makeup. It's like, y'all, I'm in my late 30s now. It's not a very glamorous before. Like, you know those like, beauty influencers who are like, I just came out of the shower and I'm in my towel, and then I do my like hair flip and my hair's up. I am too old to figure that shit out. I am too old. I don't want to. Do you know what I want to do? I just want to take a shower. I don't want to worry about a nip slip. I just want to do my hair. I don't want to have to figure out my angles. I can't. So one of the things that we've really been working on is being transparent with the three of us specifically, because that's who we work with most closely, is when are we going to need to fit in extra time, or when is someone going to be offline to do this? So like when Michael moved, we were like, oh shit, we should record earlier and give him more time. We should do 2 episodes so he's not fucked. Or try and talk less in this one. Or when you were in Iowa, Sephie, and like all of your equipment,
nothing worked.
Died
no mic, no camera. It was great.
That was so funny. Or even when I was in New York and we were like, we don't know if like we recorded in June. We recorded like 5 days early for my What I Read video, because by the time the next month happened, I was, you know what, not to brag, but I was on a hillside on the Mediterranean in Spain, and I was not gonna fucking record.
You were ill. Yeah. Don't.
Oh, that too. That too. I was.
That vacation was not a full vacation for you.
That was not a full vacation for you.
Did I puke on the international flight to Spain? Yes, I did.
Oh.
Like did I sleep at all? Not at all. But thank God it was an overnight flight, because it meant that every single time I had to puke, I just was able to like go right to the bathroom and no one was there.
Oh
my God, I was so ill
on that trip. Ill.
But yeah, so like we're really more cognizant about making sure that what we're doing is sustainable for all of us as much as we can be. And
and you changed the format of the wrap-up episodes, which was a big thing.
Yes.
And I remember when we did the first one and we sent it to Michael, and he was so shocked.
I'm so happy. I was so happy.
Well, the funny part is Michael had suggested these wrap-ups, and and not like, oh, that was a bad idea. That was a great idea.
Great idea.
But I just had no idea what to do with them. And then once I was making so many different forms of like bookish content, like the long forms for YouTube and the Instagram posts and the Goodreads reviews and all sorts of things, I was like, there's got to be something different about all of it. Like there's got to be a reason why someone would watch my Yes, No, Maybe on TikTok versus go to the YouTube channel versus hear it on the podcast. Like, if no other reason, like I'm going to entice you to follow me everywhere. So like, what was the point of these really long videos on YouTube if you were getting a lot of that same content here on the podcast? But also they were so long. They were so long. And so the decision to like, and I was like, how do I make these shorter? And on YouTube, I share the commentary that I have in my notes, like in the books and stuff, which is really funny because sometimes I say ridiculous stuff. And then I realized I say ridiculous stuff in my personal notes when I'm making my reviews and I have to write them. I should just say that. I should just say what notes I've made for myself because it's short, kind of nonsensical, and a little bit ridiculous. Like, figure out whether or not you like this book from that fucker. Like, good luck.
from the noise, rar. Figure out if you like just from the noise. Yes.
My reaction noise, a spice level, and then the notes that I've put into my Excel doc, which are tropes and opinions. Sometimes originally I envisioned that Excel doc as I could then filter tropes or whatever. But sometimes you just have to state something that happens in the book, like so much masturbation. And that's not a trope. That's just a thing in the book. But you need to know it.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. 100%.
You always need to know if there's a lot of masturbation.
Always.
It's really important.
It is really important. I'm just going to make a side note. Our mother listens to like every episode. Just
of course she does.
Really?
Toss it out there. Yes.
Yeah. She's a supportive lady.
That's so funny. One of my aunts started and then she's like, I can't. It's too weird. It's too weird knowing it's you.
Fair.
Nope.
Like my parents would never have. They were like, I'm so glad you're making, well, my mother, she was like, I'm so glad you're making this. I will never listen. And my aunt did listen. And then she's like, yeah, I gotta stop. It's too odd.
It's weird.
Like, she's like, no, I don't want to hear it. Which I also respect. Like, that's a boundary that they get to set with them. Like, it's very important.
Very much.
That consent is key. If you don't want to listen to your niece talk about BDSM and kink and really spicy romance, like, you can absolutely pretend that I am still 5 and like don't know, I barely know what a penis is. Though that is not true because there's a really funny story about me. My dad's never gonna listen to this, where they were teaching us like anatomically correct things. They were teaching little me like what anatomically correct parts, and we're on a plane.
Why were they okay? Why were they doing it on a plane?
No, I'm sorry. They weren't teaching me on the plane. It was during this period of time. We were on a plane, and my dad gets up, and my dad is 6 feet tall, completely bald, and 3-year-old Jayce goes, Daddy, are you going to make a pee-pee out of your penis? And you can see like his entire head go red. And then he did the only thing he could, which was turn around and go, yes.
He's just, just be honest.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Just, no. I don't think so. Like, no, Scotty. Scotty doesn't. No.
Yep, I got it. It's fine.
That's where all of the ADHD comes in.
Scotty doesn't. No.
That Fiona and me doing it. That is such a ridiculous movie, but that song absolutely slaps.
It is a fake band with a fake song.
But it's like how Josie and the Pussycats was also awesome.
Yes.
Josie and the Pussycats tell me it's not. Great movie.
Such a brilliant movie.
So underrated.
So underrated and still so like relevant. It has aged in fact very well.
Surprisingly.
It's really upsetting how well that has aged. Oh, what is it that I just watched? Sneakers, which is a Robert Redford movie. Yeah,
that's another movie. Yeah,
Whoa.
That's a throwback, but that movie actually held up so well.
Has it? I haven't seen it in ages.
It did. Damn. I mean, there's a bunch of like weird sexist bullshit, which like, oh, it's so gross, but it honestly holds up pretty decently. You're like, those stereotypes are still there. It's still there. It's awkward, and I don't know if you would show it the way that you do now, but like that, the dynamic is still works. It's so funny. But yeah, speaking of throwbacks. And I'm excited to see what we try next. So many people, actually, I have no idea how many people if this is your first episode of Jayce Reads Romance, wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
That's an introduction.
We've been talking about, right? I have some health stuff that is not emergent, but it will be taken care of at the beginning of 2026. And so there are a lot of things in 2026 that we are going to have to rethink and reevaluate and make sure that it's sustainable for all of us. Speaking of that, and which is part of the reason why I'm planning and talking about it now, because we are already planning in this podcasting space, how can we prepare so that I can heal if Michael needs to move again? Like, we'll prepare better. So you have moved like 4 times.
Twice.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because from Michigan too, so 3 times.
You moved from Michigan to here to Chicago, up to the north side. Is it only 3?
We weren't doing Jayce while I was still here. We started Jayce while I was in Michigan, didn't we?
You were in Michigan. Okay, so it's 3, but it feels like 3. So many more.
Well, yeah, one happened in like a short 6-month stint. So
yeah, it was crazy. In a interesting and now beautiful way, because we can see your background, your beautiful new apartment.
It's so bright and shiny.
You got like such great light.
I really do.
I know.
I'm kind of jealous.
You should be.
I was like, you can do some modeling in that natural light.
It's some good light. It's some good lighting.
If you ever wanted to start a foot fetish OnlyFans, this would be the time.
I've thought about it.
I don't know what your feet look like. My feet are not appropriate for the internet. Like,
I have size 13 feet, so people like them. So
I don't know if I have flat feet. I have really long, wide, flat feet. Like, I have hobbit feet. Fine. But we've talked, like, and it's funny, like, every single woman in my family has size 10 feet, all of us, and we all hate each other's shoes.
Hilarious.
We all hate, like, oh, isn't it great you and your mom and your sister all have size 10? No, it's not. We hate each other's shoes. We can't. We never want this. I will never wear the same shoes.
My mom and I have the same size feet, and I cannot wear her shoes. I love you, mom, but I cannot wear your shoes. I have always not liked your shoes.
Only time I stare at my own feet is like, do I like the way the polish looks? Is it the right color? Oh, but I also have teeny tiny toenails. And so I have to like reassure a new technician every single time. I'm like, you will get paint on my toes. It's fine.
I do not care.
It's fine.
Like, there's literally no way for you to paint my pinky toenail without getting paint on the skin. It's like 1/4 of an inch long, the nail bed. It's so tiny. I know. So apparently, if you're into really tiny toenails on really wide feet, maybe I should start an OnlyFans for them. It's fine. No. I have so many. What are some of your last like takeaways from year 2 of Jayce Reads Romance?
Sephie, you go first.
Me? I think we've come a long way since year 1. Like we've grown a lot, but I think it's all been in good and expansive ways, and I'm really excited to see how that continues as we keep going.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same boat. I'm excited because I think we're in a rhythm right now. I think we've got a rhythm. We're feeling the creativeness between what works and what's not.
In a couple months.
No, you are. We got a plan. We're also like being able to sit down and have a plan. But what I'm really excited for, and I this is not to put pressure on you, Jayce, at all, but I am excited to see this continued kind of passion and where it can take us outside of your comfort zone. Because I think interviewing people that maybe you don't know and haven't met, and like really doing a really like legit interview with like a head of a publishing company or something like that. I think that's kind of the next step here. And I think you're ready. I think you knock it out of the park. But I just, that's where I'm really excited to see kind of where this stretches your comfort zone and what we can get more and being able to put you out there.
I love that Michael's like, this is great, but this is where we're growing. And I'm like, we're so wonderful. No, it's good, but like, this is why.
I was like, this is why he's the big name producer. And
this is why we work really well together. And these last couple of years. And there have been growing pains, certainly, and exciting things and frustrating moments for all of us. And I just I'm excited, and I hope that those of you who have been around from the beginning have noticed and appreciated the growth. And I will say, like, not all growth is for all people. Like, maybe you were like, it was better when it was only 30 minutes. You know what? I wish that I could say everything that I wanted to say in 30 minutes. That would be amazing. I can't do it.
That would be a miracle.
You can also pause a podcast at 30 minutes and pick it up the next day. So don't complain about it.
Or you could put it at like 2 times the speed so it stays 30 minutes. Like,
do you know what? That's actually what I do when I check our audio and videos. I'm watching it or listening at 2 speed, 100%. It's my least favorite thing about editing videos myself is I wish there was an option where I could just like watch it through at that same speed without having to like download the file. And oh God.
Yeah. Same.
No.
Same.
Oh, it's so annoying. I thought about it. I'm like, what if I just like downloaded it at a really low quality so I could just double check that it goes. The amount of hours I spend staring at my own goddamn face.
It's a great face. It's a great face.
It is a great face.
I've like gotten the contouring so well. Thank you.
I also want to say too, that I love your bookshelf evolution. I think that we need to really talk about, like, let's be real. Bookshelf evolution here has come a long way with Jayce. So
thank you.
Yes.
we got books today. I see you. I see it.
Yeah. Oh, there are. So I currently have 4 full-size bookshelves that are double stacked. The 2 on the top on both big ones, and the 2 right here, both big ones. And then I have a few of the little ones that are double stacked. And I am running out of book space.
Again.
Oh, this is also double stacked. This entire thing is double stacked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know.
I can't wait till we get like an actual studio for you, and then we'll just put half of them in there.
Well, oh God. I mean, it's so funny because I remember when I moved into this apartment and I had a dedicated office, I was like, this is enormous. Look at all the space I have. And now, like, you can't see my floor, but I have like a pile of books I've already read to do more YouTube videos with. I have some stuff for social media content that's going to come out in December because I'm a planner now. And and then trying to figure out, I need to put like books that I don't need in here, like books that I have to either like sell or give away or stuff like that. I should do like a massive giveaway at some point because I have all of these like doubles, and some of them are signed doubles. And I'm like, do I really need 4 copies of Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan? The answer might be yes. I mean, 2 of them are special editions. I want the regular one and that I read. And then I have like an extra one that's also signed. So I'm like, okay, well, do I need 4? No. Right. Could I give one of these away? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know. It's a problem. And by problem, I mean a beautiful challenge that I deal with. But anyway. But I think that's it. We're wrapping up. I'm decided. Like, we might have more things to say because the three of us can talk for forever. But I'm gonna save all of y'all some time in your day and say we'll keep it for the next wrap up, the next agenda. Oh, yeah. We'll keep it for an agenda item of our production meeting. It's gonna go on the production meeting agenda.
And the blooper reel. It's coming.
And the blooper reel. Oh, man.
It's coming.
That's gonna be.
Trust me, it's slowly but surely it's coming.
Oh boy.
There's so many jokes I could make about that.
Oh yeah, don't you dare. You didn't just get a text message from your grandmother saying, "Why do you stick your tongue out at pictures? Are you tired of working it out?" That's what I just got a text message from.
What? From our grandmother?
No, rev it up, Jayce.
And on that note, I am so grateful for those of you who've been with us from the beginning. If this is your first Jayce Reads Romance episode, Jesus fuck. You don't have to go back to the beginning, but
no.
Welcome.
Don't do it. This is a great way to start. Welcome.
This is a great one to start with. But do go back to the beginning because we had some really great episodes, especially in those early years. And you can also then hear how we've evolved, all the things that we were talking about in this episode. If you're like, well, I don't understand what the difference is, go listen to those first episodes and you will know what the difference is. I look forward to like what we did in 2026 when we're here for 3 years. So enjoy, celebrate, have a drink of anything from water to not water that you are in the mood for. And we're going to go plan what the next 12 months are going to look like.
Woo!
Bye.
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 Jayce Reads Romance is a 3 Paws Productions podcast. Produced by Sephie, edited by Michael Achenbach. Our theme song is written and performed by Diana Weishauer. For show notes and more, head to www.jaycereadsromance.com. That's JAYCE Reads Romance. Follow us on socials at Jayce Reads Romance everywhere. For more exclusive content, visit us on Substack, where you'll find extended episodes, bonus episodes, and more. Have a question, story, or a book recommendation you know I'll love? Email Jayce at jaycereadsromance.com or call and leave a voicemail at 661-JAYCE-RR. That's 661-529-2377. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast. And as always, this is Jayce, holding space for you.